Throw your hands in the air if you're real as me. Ooh.
Welcome back to the MBH Podcast. Money buys happiness. Miami buys happiness. Ooh, it's been a while since we've recorded, eh?
You know, some people go on vacations and stuff, you know, so you can't really... why don't you tell everyone where you went?
Yeah, if you guys are wondering why I look so fucking sweetly tanned, it's because I spent a little bit of time in Tulum, Mexico. Spent 6 days.
Must be nice.
6 days,
Must
dude.
be nice.
It was only 6 days.
While the rest of us were here...
Yeah, what are you gonna complain about Miami?
Haven't left the condo in weeks. Yeah. For anyone worried about me, my concussion is fully recovered.
You're
I will
good,
say that.
eh?
I will say that. Listen, I do not wish a concussion on my worst enemy. I said that to you.
Yeah, you did.
And I've been through some fucked up shit in my life. And to say that about a little conky,
A minor conky.
but watch your head, people. That's all I gotta say about that.
I will say, man, and not to go too far into that conversation, but you were bad. I was really trying to just keep the situation cool.
Like you have to remember something. Like you can try and keep things cool, but if they're actually not cool, like there's only so much you can try to convince me that I don't have a concussion.
This guy would fucking wake up every morning and be like, dude, like I'm fucked. Like my head's all like hazy and it's all foggy and shit. And I'm like, Ernesto, you're good, bro. You're okay.
That's the last thing I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But
Well, listen, I was trying to just make everything.
Anyways,
good,
life's been good since.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I went for a massage today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh yeah, buddy. I went for a nice massage, 2 hour long.
2 hour.
They sucked the shit. They put that shit on my back. They sucked it. They put those sucky things on my back, and they sucked this shit right out of my back. So right now my back looks like I got hickeys all over. It looks they feel like hickeys.
I've always wanted to do that, like suction cup fucking.
Come with me, I fix you up nice, Bello. You get it's nice. It's supposed to. I was trying to ask her what it was doing.
Yeah.
And it like pulls all the muscles towards this to like the surface.
But like, is that good?
I don't know, right? We'll find out, right?
We'll find out.
But I like. We're over here. We're just chatting right now because we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start doing these a little bit.
Yeah, we wanted to switch up the format and just try something out and then see what you guys think of it. Obviously, let us know in the comments. Just me and him chatting a little shit before our guests roll in.
That way, it's just like an easy flow.
Easy flow, and maybe you guys give you guys a little bit of update on what the fuck we're doing, which it always seems to be changing. But yeah. And Mexico was great. Thanks for asking.
Well, I asked that like 5 minutes ago.
Thanks for asking.
No problem.
Mexico was great. Tulum was awesome. Tulum's always good. Love going down there. I got a funny story. Rented a scooter. Usually when we're down there, we do the bikes. We do like the Tulum bike vibe.
Get that cardio, baby.
Get the cardio in. But I was like, I'm gonna be a fat bitch this trip, and I got a little scoots. Called it my little scoots. A little scooter. And I was good. I was grooving the whole week. Whatever, do my thing. Like no issues. And there was one night. Went out for dinner or whatever, and I was just scooting back home, and I made a wrong turn into like a one-way.
Okay.
But like when I say I made a wrong turn into the one-way, like I wasn't like cruising on the one-way forever. Like I turned in, and as soon as I turned in, I realized like I'm going the wrong way.
Yeah.
So I kind of like pulled over to the side, and like dude, within like 1 second of me pulling over to the side to do a U-turn, boom, fucking Mexican police, sirens, everything pull up. They fucking pull the car in front of me. 3 guys get out of the car. Right away, where are you from? This and that. What are you doing here? All this shit, right? So I'm talking. Guy asked for my license, and I'm like debating in my head, like, do I just say I don't have it on me? Because I like knew they were gonna try and take it from me. But I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah, here's my license. And he takes it, whatever. And then at this point, sorry, I should say, we're communicating through a fucking translator on his phone because I don't speak Spanish and he didn't speak English. So he's like, yeah, if you want this thing back, bro, we're going to take it to the police station. You have to pick it up tomorrow. And it's fucking $200 US or $220 US to get your license back.
I would have just fled the scene.
So I'm like, okay. What if I pay now? Like, I wasn't even sure if that was an option, but I had a feeling he just wanted to take my money.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if I pay now? He's like, oh. He like thought about it for a second. And he's like, oh, if you pay now, it's half price. It's like, okay, so clearly this isn't like a real
Black
ticket.
Friday?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like clearly clearly, if you can already just cut that price in half, it's not a real ticket. You just
So
wanna
what?
juice
They were
me.
gonna they were gonna take your license?
He was gonna take my license, and he said
I would have
it
just said keep my license. I would have called, canceled it, and just got a next one.
Well, that's
If they were trying to juice you
that
for
was
like
my
a lot.
that was
like,
my thought process, right? But then I'm like, okay, I pure remember that I only had 30 US in my fucking I had my little pouch. So I'm like, okay, so let me keep playing this game, you know. So he's like, he goes already from 200 to half price if I pay now. I'm like, okay. So again, it's not a
keep
real
going.
ticket.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, okay, let me see how much I have, knowing how much I had already. And I pulled out the $30 US, and I'm like, bro, this is all I have. So like, you let me know. And 2 seconds, he's like, okay, no problem. Takes my $30, gives me the license, I dip. I'm like, you fucking little scammer.
I told you, you just gotta learn how to speak Spanish. If you learn how to speak Spanish, you just tell them what's good right away.
That's the thing. If
And then
I
you're
spoke
good.
Spanish, I would have been okay. But it's okay, whatever. $30. I'm not mad at it. I got scanned by the Mexican police. That's my whole fucking story.
So many people do.
Yeah.
We got the fucking Farb brothers coming in here.
Yes. Do you want to maybe?
We got the Farb brothers. That's all I
it.
gotta say.
All right, done.
We got
No.
Max and Ryan Farb. I'm not saying their full last name, but
I think is it Farbstein?
Farbstein.
Yeah.
Could be a Farbstein.
Yeah.
Ryan and Max Farbstein.
Yeah.
Two brothers that are also a real estate team here in Miami. I thought it only made sense. You know, we had Matty Campoli come on last episode.
Yeah.
You all love that. You all love that.
And you all wanted some insight on Miami. From
So
a
now,
Miami realtor.
now we're gonna give the real shit. Matt was making shit up. So
Matt
but
just made things up.
we asked Matt about Miami real estate. And he literally was just he made up everything he said. So after that, I felt bad. I'm like, we should get someone who actually knows what they're talking about. So they're gonna talk a little bit about their experience here with real estate. They've been doing some crazy
They have
shit.
some cool. Yeah, like we won't.
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
say it
pretty
now,
sure
but
they focus on luxury.
I'm 100% sure.
From what I've seen.
Now that I've been watching their stories and shit, I'm like, these guys are showing like, bro, $25 million penthouse. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
sold for crypto.
That's the interesting part that I want to talk to them
Yeah.
about. I want to understand how that works.
Yeah, because that's interesting to me. It's like, but like, if any city was gonna do that, it would be here already. You know, like this is like the crypto city.
This is the crypto capital.
Like you drive around here and there's literally billboards with like crypto and NFT like companies
Everywhere.
on it everywhere.
Yeah, and then you have like the Miami Heat Stadium is FTX Arena. It's one of
Yeah.
it's a crypto brokerage or
Yeah.
broker whatever. So yeah, it's everything just fucking crypto here. So yeah, I think here in Miami you can buy anything with crypto. Like there's no like for example, back home in Toronto, you can't go to like the Tesla dealership and buy a fucking
No.
Tesla with Bitcoin. But here I think it's like no problem.
You have to show your boosters. Actually,
Speaking of Tesla,
speaking of my guy Elon,
yeah, there you go.
Yo,
That's
what
where I
a
was
what a
going.
what a young Elon. Listen, coming to save the day,
Man.
purchasing Twitter, 44 billion. You know
44
billion?
billion.
44 billion. This guy it might be able to save censorship on his own. He might.
No, I think it's the step to saving the fucking world. The free, I'll say the free world.
The free
meaning
and censor.
North
Listen,
America.
and with that, censorship's a huge part of the plan. You know, so
Yeah.
if he can come in and kind of be like,
Well, now, okay. So I was reading this just before we got here. Okay, just to give people an update,
Yeah.
in case. I mean, if you probably seen it, it's all over social media.
everywhere.
But yeah, Elon Musk just bought Twitter for $44 billion. So now it's under one ownership, which is like insane that that's even a thing.
Yeah.
If it wasn't Elon Musk, I'd be scared. But the fact that he's been preaching preaching free speech, that's massive. And I think he's a very smart guy. And the reason I say that is because, like, I'll tell you, for example, the stock price now, I think he bought it for $40 something
Yeah.
a share or whatever. The second, I'm telling you right now, the second he reinstates Trump back on Twitter, because he will, I'm going to call it now, I'll timestamp this, the stock is going to soar. So he's going to make money automatically.
Yeah.
Okay. But now, besides the money making aspect, like, amazing. This is literally one of the platforms, if not the biggest platform for news and information, especially from a, let's say, political standpoint, economical standpoint. Like, this is where people really go to talk about some serious shit, obviously along with a bunch of bullshit on Twitter. But so the fact that, you know, we have a guy now who's buying it and advocating for free speech where he doesn't want to censor anything, essentially, from my understanding, is massive.
Yeah.
Let the right speak, let the left speak, let the centrists speak, let everyone speak.
What did he say? He even said like, I hope my haters stay on Twitter.
I hope my biggest haters like stay on Twitter.
Because that's the point of free speech.
And I saw, and I hate this guy, Sean King. Do you know who Sean King is?
No, I know
He's
Sean
the classic,
King.
like, I know Sean King too. Holy fuck.
I know just what it is. Though.
I know.
It just is what it is. Like, it was so close, you know? And I know Kane, too.
I know Kane,
Kane
too.
should be here any second.
I know. Sean King, he's like the classic, like, the like heavy lefty BLM special.
But this is the guy who's not even black, right?
Yes, exactly.
That's true. I know this guy.
Well, yeah, I think he's half or something.
He's
but
trying to do that.
What I'm saying is like he's not just like advocating for like BLM with common sense. He's like the really extreme.
Yeah.
Like if you're white and you look at me and I'm black, you're right. Like so he's one of those guys, right? Proper. So, dude, right away he deleted Twitter. And then I saw Donald Trump Jr. Quote tweeted like a picture of saying like official Sean King. Oh my God, Sean King just deleted his Twitter.
Yeah.
And then Donald Trump Jr. quote tweets it and puts that alone is worth $44 billion.
Literally. Literally.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. People are like acting like it's such a. There's people on Twitter right now snapping.
Yeah.
And they're scared because censorship is going to be removed from the platform.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Bro, you can watch beheadings on Twitter.
Vladimir Putin, the one that apparently everyone in the world hates now, has Twitter and can openly tweet. But Donald Trump can't be on Twitter. So it's like, here's the thing. There's censorship, and there's censorship of like stopping beheading videos being on the internet.
That should be priority.
Which should be a priority. And then there's censorship of like, if I go on Twitter and I start saying extremely hateful things toward you, that's probably a good reason to have a little bit of censorship.
Yeah.
But when the censorship is only against one side of the political spectrum, that's not fair. That's not the way censorship should work, right? And in reality, censorship at all is an arguable thing where it's like people should be allowed to even say hateful things if they want. Like
I know.
Because the second that you restrict people from saying words in general, good, bad, you like them or you don't, like you get into a sticky thing, right? So I'm very happy I'm personally very happy about this.
Same.
Because I believe he's gonna take it in the right direction. Listen, billionaires are known to do maybe not the best things for the public. We'll see. Now it's up to the test. You know what I mean?
So is it officially in his hands right now?
So no, I'm sure there's so much legal shit that has to happen, paperwork and all that bullshit. Like,
guys, go give Elon Musk a follow on Twitter and literally turn on notifications
because he's hilarious.
He's
on Twitter.
fucking jokes. This guy doesn't give a
him blasting Bill Gates was one of my favorite things.
Oh, the pregnant man emoji.
Yeah, and then
just Bill Gates beside him with the same belly,
with his fat stomach.
Bro, fuck those emojis. That shit's weird, man. You guys are weird.
I don't rate that. Bro.
Y'all are weird.
I don't rate that, dude. I do not rate that. I'm sorry, bro. That's just that's a whole nother thing. We'll save that.
Men can't get pregnant. Let me just put it that way.
Okay, episode's finished. No,
okay,
we'll save that. We'll save that for another episode. But
anyways,
happy about it.
Yeah. On another topic, I want to bring up the merch.
Yes.
So a lot of people have been asking, what happened to the merch, and we told everyone that we were gonna close it. So that merch is closed.
And we will never do that merch
again. We will never be doing that merch again. So if you were lucky enough to purchase one of those items, hold on tight,
Hold on tight,
baby.
Hold on, to the moon, baby. Give it a squeeze.
Because you got that drop one. That
Ever.
drop 001.
I'm very surprised that we went 2 years of podcasting and didn't even think to like, hey.
Because we're humble, bro.
I don't think it has anything to do with
because bro, what are we gonna do? Start a podcast? We have 2 people, bro. Let's make merch, bro.
No, but like, I'm sure we could have done a little skinny. Listen, I'm good with the way it went. Again,
there's a time and place for everything, and I always told you that. I was always like, yo, wait, wait.
Yeah, and it came at a good time.
It was at the perfect time.
But yeah, if you copped it, like, I'm not even trying to. This guy said we're trying to be humble. At the same time, he's telling you to hold that. So it's like those 2 things don't go together. But, but honestly, hold that because that merch could be worth a lot of moolah one day. We're looking at supreme level zoom.
Yeah, if you think Bored Ape went to the moon, wait till you see drop one in a couple.
Wait till your Gildan printed MBH T-shirt is worth $300.
And then we did just like a little sneaky launch of a one product there.
Well, that was all you. I was back home in Toronto.
Designed by me.
I was back home in Toronto for a week before Mexico, and this guy just FaceTimes me one day, and he's like, bro, we're making this t-shirt, because Ernesto got a t-shirt made here, and you want to, I guess you can explain it.
It says, I don't ... come se dice ... give a fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
So I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I wore it with pride.
Yeah, with pride.
And then ended up posting a picture of me with it.
Yes.
And then the amount of messages I got saying like, yo, I need that shirt, bro. I need that shirt. And I think I called you like 6 hours after that.
You did.
And I was like, I'm designing the shirt right now.
You're like, bro, we're launching just this shirt, and that's it.
You gotta keep the
I'm
people on your toes. It's a marketing play out here. You know what I mean?
Well, I was like, bro, like, I mean, are you sure people want it? And he's like, no, dude, like, trust me, my DMs are flooded right now with people who want this. And I was like, fuck, okay. Then, I mean, I guess we'll do it. And then we did it. And to my surprise, it fucking did very well. I don't know the exact
Bello,
amount.
don't be surprised. Okay? Please don't be surprised.
We were double digits. We were, I think it was close, maybe like 50
yeah,
of those
which
tees.
is Joe. If there's 50 people walking around with those tees, I'm happy.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I
Me
mean?
too.
I'm very happy.
Yeah,
So shout out everyone that bought those. That's a fan favorite. You know what I mean? That's
clearly.
a fan favorite.
That's a, yeah.
But we're probably gonna do a next drop, maybe a closer to June. I'm thinking for the summer. We're gonna do a summer drop. Comment below what kind of items you want to see on the drop. Remember, it's summer. You know what I mean? So we're probably gonna stay away from.
We're not gonna do fucking hoodies.
We're not gonna do a snowsuit.
But we're gonna do cool shit. Like, we want to switch it up. We kept it very simple just for the first round, just to obviously gauge the excitement for it, if people like it and whatever. And yeah, like, it was just way better than we, I think, thought it would do. So yeah, we're gonna do some cool shit. Anything you guys want to see, comment it down. Let us know. And maybe it will pop up in our next merch drop. But
and we're usually always we're always giving updates regarding the merch on our Instagram, so make sure you follow us there. And also, we always talk about the merch in our episodes, so just like, you gotta just tune in.
Yeah, if you just tune in, you'll know what's happening.
It's a loyal thing. But it's a loyalty thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got some, like, there's some
cool stuff about to go down. Like we're gonna head back to the city for season 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got a lot planned for that. Excited to get that going.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. We're going back to Toronto. I would say only because we have to. Like, if you're a Canadian resident, you can only be in Florida, or the States, sorry, for like 6 months of the year. So we're trying to time it properly so that we can also come back later this year. So we're going to head back for the summer, go enjoy a Toronto summer, go see some of our people out there, and then film a whole season out there. But we're going to do a little bit differently. We're thinking, like, usually we film it at our studio, which obviously if you guys have watched our previous episodes, you'll see it's always in the same spot. But we're thinking of doing something different, moving set, going to, like, if we're doing an episode with a business owner or something like that in Toronto, getting out there and going to their business, filming it in their location, their venue. So we're gonna do some cool shit. We're really, really planning to make our next season as big as possible,
and way more vlog content as well.
Yeah, we're gonna start building up that type of stuff too, because a lot of people have been hitting us. You guys have been hitting us and just saying, like, you want to see what the fuck we do on a day-to-day basis, because we always talk about our marketing agency that we run and all the shit that we're doing, in the real estate investment side of things that we do, and we're invested all over. We have investments in a couple companies privately and stuff. So there's tons of shit going on in our life. We do a lot of different shit. So if you guys have been asking for it. Obviously, we can't really give you that type of content on a podcast like this, but that's our plan. Our plan is to start vlogging a little bit, maybe doing like weekly or bi-weekly episodes of just like a day or days in our life type of thing.
Mixing it in with the pod.
Yeah, it should be cool. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, let us even know. Like, I know I ask this all the time, but let us know what guests you want us to bring on. Don't say Drake. You know what I mean? Like,
say it,
but like then give me someone more realistic right after that.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Don't
get me
good.
started on that.
I won't get you started on that. We can do a whole episode on Johnny Depp. I've just been watching the fucking
the trial.
The trial. It's hilarious, bro. He's acting like he's like in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like the way he's responding and shit.
But I think that's actually how he just moves. I think he just actually like moves, like that's the way he acts, But then, like, I'm gonna throw a curveball and say, like, that trial is getting so much attention when there was an even bigger trial that happened earlier this year with Epstein and that.
Yeah, why didn't they do a full fucking documentary for that one?
Thank you.
That would've been lit.
Thank you. No, I'm just saying, like, these people were trafficking children to the fucking royal family and shit like that.
That's not bad.
And that got no fucking media coverage. And then you have Johnny Depp crying at the fucking thing.
Poor Johnny.
Talking about didn't it, I think his the girl, the fucking
Amber Heard,
she like shit in his bed or something.
Yeah, she shit in the bed. But like
How do you shit in the bed though? Come on, shit in the bed.
She must have fucking she must have had to go, buddy.
Couple burritos.
Jesus Christ. Maybe he went in one way and it came out the other. You know what I mean?
That's fucked. That's fucked. That's
no,
fucked.
but that like listening to like the audio recordings and shit.
Yeah.
It's so, like I feel so bad for the guy, bro. His whole life's just like out there.
Well, I feel bad because he got like canceled from Hollywood. They're like when it came out, they're like, this guy will never do another movie again. And then now she admits to like lying about half of the shit she said. And then this is where this whole canceling thing comes back in. And I'm just like, bro, like just because someone's accused of something, like you can't just automatically like I come out here tomorrow, I make a video, I accuse you of fucking beating the shit out of me.
Do it.
Watch what happens.
Well, people are gonna believe it. That's the thing.
No, they'll believe anything. But you know what I mean? I accuse you, now everyone's like, oh, well, fuck Ernesto. But I could be lying and no one even knows. Oh. You know what I mean?
Hopefully you're not lying.
Hopefully I'm not lying. What are you trying to say? What do you
see? But yeah, listen, we're pumped. We're pumped for everything that's coming. All the comments and shit have been fucking unreal on YouTube.
Yeah.
Appreciate that shit. Everyone's shouting us out. Yo, we need Bob Menery on this podcast.
Do we?
If you're watching this right now, go DM Bob right now and tell him he's gonna come on our pod. No, Bob would be good.
Bob would be good. I like Bob. I like Bob. He's a funny
chill.
guy.
I feel like we would be like the same kind of people.
Because I feel like, I was gonna say, I feel like we've done a lot of the same things. I haven't done a lot of the shit he's done, like drug wise, but he'd be good.
What kind of drugs?
Well, I think he said he did crack once, but it was by accident or something.
Proper.
I watched this whole thing. Anyways,
crack by accident. That's gonna be my next excuse.
Bro, I did crack, but it was completely by accident. I swear, bro. It was
insane,
completely by accident.
So how? I want to ask you. So this is more like a personal question.
Yeah.
You know, because
I like personal questions.
This is like about routines.
Yeah.
Because like I just got the conky. You know.
Okay.
So I got the concussion.
Yeah.
And I was like out of it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like out of it, bro.
I know. I saw.
And anyone wondering about this shit, like I was acting like I had one day to live every day. Like I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be like, yo, it's my last 12 hours. You know, I'm in it right now. So, you know, Shake Shack.
Twice a day.
Shout out Shake Shack. Yo, you guys been feeding me nice, bro. But I gotta chill because like I actually like there's some shit happening now. But
this guy's looking at the screen.
So
to check.
I'm gonna ask you this because you went to Tulum, right?
Yeah.
So how do you bounce back after like let's say a week or two of being completely out of it? You know what I mean? Like out of your realm, out of your work environment. Well, for me, I was fucked. I was just like, yo.
The thing is that I like I tried to tell myself, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back to Toronto for this week. I'm still gonna work out, and then I'm gonna go to Tulum and I'm gonna still work out.
Yeah.
And I didn't do any of that.
Well, it's always good to say because you're trying to convince yourself.
I was trying to convince myself, and I honestly believed that I would in Toronto. Tulum, not as much, but then like I got back to Toronto, and then it was just a mixture of like business meeting after business meeting, just because we've both been away so long. So I was trying to do them kind of for both of us, like anything in person that we needed to do. Accountants, lawyers, all this bullshit. And then family, like my nonna wants to see me, my fucking dad, my mom, you know what I mean? So it was like all that and trying to fit it in. So I didn't do shit there. I just worked literally for the 7 days that I was there. And then Tulum, same thing. I just worked, and then just like any downtime I had, I wasn't working out. I was fucking chilling. So how do I bounce back? Well, thank God, actually, I was even surprised at myself. First day, hit the gym when I got back here.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's a tough one.
It was hard
the first day back's always a tough one. Oh, look at these boys. Come on in, bro.
Let's go. The boys are here.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
A few moments later.
Woo,
I should have wore our merch. I didn't know that was the energy right now.
Oh, man. Okay.
Boys, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
honor
Excited.
to be here.
Here, guys, pull the mics. Keep the mics close to you.
I thought you were never going to come. I thought you were never going to show up.
No.
You made it, though.
We're
Here, but bring
busy.
it up
This
a little
market's
bit.
got us absolutely slammed, and
I believe that.
Yeah.
You guys are booming. You know, you guys are busy. We're busy. You know, we definitely were gonna link up. And I said to Max, I'm actually going to Jersey in 2 days. And I said, we're getting this in before.
100%.
I'm like,
100%.
I'm like, you guys are crushing it. I'm like, taking off that energy. I was like, we got to be on the same season as my brothers here. Shout out.
Oh,
Julian,
come on,
Kane.
yo. We already got Kane. Kane we always bring on. This guy, he's a fan favorite at this point. Are you boys from Jersey?
Yeah.
Dope.
Originally from Jersey and then moved down here.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When did you guys
look, the best city in the fucking world right
Easily,
now.
bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, we-
Best
Thank
city in
you.
the world.
Yes.
Come on.
Why do you guys think it's the best city? I mean, I know it's the best city, but I want to hear from you guys.
Well, we come from the Northeast, so you know we kind of got both, you know, the best of both worlds. So we were up north, got to enjoy what the Northeast brought, New York, New Jersey, and then we came down naturally because where the fuck else are you gonna go? That's a joke. Chicago? You want to die? You know?
I mean, since we were kids, we've been coming down here. Our parents, we used to go to the Sheraton in Bal Harbor before it was the St. Regis. I mean, best burgers, best pina colada in the game. So like, for us, we knew like it was always destiny for us to come down here to Miami.
Yeah, we fortunately had been, you know, coming down here since we were kids, so we've gotten to see the skyline completely change.
Oh,
you know, the
sick.
sunny Isles and the Miami Beach and, you know, the Bal Harbor that we all know and love today has come a tremendous long way.
Yeah.
So when did you guys get here full time?
We came down here full time after college. I went to
Nice.
school in Boca. Shout out Lynn University, best
Shout out
school
Lynn.
ever. That was literally a country club. Changed my entire life. We'll go into that story.
Dope.
But
Yeah,
best
we've
place.
been down here officially for the last 5 years. I went to
Cool.
school in Tampa, and then after I graduated, a couple years after him, I moved down here, and then we were officially established.
Who's the
down
older
here.
bro? Who's the older one?
Me.
He's the older bro. People always tell me I look older, but
I don't get any disrespect for that.
No,
I'm a
take
little
it.
bit older. At this point, I'm creeping on 30. So now I'm like, okay, you know, I want to keep it under 30.
So I'm the younger. You're the
You know,
younger
like,
one.
you want to call me younger? No problem. you
I'll
know?
take
As
it,
long
yeah,
as I
yeah.
don't look like an old fat man. I'm
Nah,
happy.
you boys are still young though. You boys are still young. So
Yeah.
when did the real estate start? When did it start for you, and why did it start?
I think real estate should start for everybody super early on. I think that it's just, you know, you come across so many great networks of people, and if you get out there into the world, you know, just huddle in your, you know, house, you'll eventually come across someone that's in real estate. I mean, you guys know, you literally just, you know, the last guy you had on here, Matt,
Yeah, Matt.
you know, great guy. You know, I watched the whole thing, and I've been following him ever since you guys posted that
Oh,
video. And I like
amazing.
what he does with the podcast and everything, and, you know, he articulated the business really well.
Yeah.
So for us, it was, how did we get into it? We were developers, and we were getting really shitty property. You know,
Yeah.
the brokers
Okay.
were sending me their third, fourth, fifth string, you know, development sites to me and Max, and we're like, well, what are we going to do with this? This is absolute trash. So how do we get the good deals? Because that's where the money is.
Yeah. For
Right? So if the brokers are giving their best clients the better deals, then we said, well, we need to get on the front side of the business, you know, the business, and get better deals.
Yeah.
That's it.
True.
And
Yeah.
then we'll make more money.
and then
Yeah,
once
So
There you
then
go.
we controlled not only the front side of the sale, the exit as well.
Yeah,
Amazing.
once the pandemic hit, we both had a conversation, and we knew that the priorities were going to shift for people. It was less about, you know, the day-to-day business and more about family and safety and security. And, you know, the most important thing in that matter is real estate and making sure that you're in a place that you're comfortable, safe, happy. So, you know, it was a natural transition for me and Ryan to go into that side of real estate, and it's been a blessing ever since.
Yeah.
You guys have been killing it, bro. I've been just watching your stories, and I'm like, holy fuck! Like these guys, it's
Thank
no
you.
joke. It's not even like you guys are showing the top of the
Yeah.
top type shit, and that's impressive. And that's a question I had. Like, obviously, you can get into real estate, but your guys' focus seems to be the luxury market.
Yeah, I mean, we really focus on the ultra luxury market, and I suggest that anybody, if they're looking to get into real estate, they figure out where, especially on the realtor side. I suggest that they figure out what price point they want to work in. You know, if you open up your phone, ask yourself the question: is how many people do I know in this price point that could possibly buy this property today? If it was a great deal, everything checked out. You know, nothing wrong with the property. It was great deal. You know, great ROI potential. And how many people in my phone book could, you know, would actually buy this? And then I suggest those realtors go with that price point. Whoever their largest demographic is
Yeah.
that they have access to, I suggest that they run with it.
So if you have like a contact list filled with people with money,
Right.
straight to luxury.
Go after the luxury market.
Yeah.
And specialize in it and really add the value and bring the
So is that
value.
how you guys came up with the whole going the luxury route?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
for
mean,
sure.
we're very fortunate and very blessed. We grew up in a very comfortable household, and so for us, you know, the luxury real estate
Yeah,
living.
we're no rags to riches story. We just throw that out there.
No, I mean, we
you know, like, look, I
You could do riches to more riches, though. You go riches to more riches.
exactly.
exactly you build upon it, and so
Exactly.
for us, you know,
Generational wealth.
we
Yeah.
grew up in it, so our appreciation levels have always appreciated throughout the years. And nowadays we look at it from a totally different vantage point than most people. You know, we think about the finishes, materials, the build outs, and there's just so many layers to it. But yeah, I think the early influence of our childhood and how we grew up definitely played a big part of where we're at today.
So were you in real estate just when you came here or already in Jersey?
No, we had transitioned. We had been
Okay.
in a family business for a long time, and during the pandemic, we kind of had a difference of opinion.
Yeah.
And we actually said to our family, we said, look, let's kind of go in the direction of. We had always been around real estate. We had built the fastest growing smart home company in South Florida,
Wow.
and we had taken almost all of our family ventures and really built off of that. And then when the pandemic hit, that's when we had a real difference of opinion. We said, look, we want to go this direction. And that was actually, funny enough, how we came across Kane and Julian is we were in the PPE business and we were doing a ton of business.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were really helping a lot of people out. And then after that happened, it was our family didn't really see that. And when the outbreak happened in China, we knew immediately, we said, okay, this is going to be huge. Let's get in front of this.
Of course.
Immediately. It's inevitable that's going to come to America.
Yeah.
So let's get, ahead of this. And
Yeah.
so that was kind of our conduit out of the family business. And I suggested everybody get the hell away from family business as fast as you can. And
Why is
as
that though?
quickly as can.
Why is that though? You just didn't. It
Well,
wasn't working out. Different mindsets.
When you have the ability to think, you want to continue to go and think, and you're really capped when you're in a family business based on the visions that maybe your parents or the family business has. They can't sometimes see your vision, so you may be light years ahead. Me and Max were like, yo, we're
I also
light
think
years
that there's a
ahead.
noticeable generational gap,
There you
you
go.
know, in
There
the
you
thought
go.
process
Yeah.
and mentality. And so for us, like, we're very young and innovative, and we're living in that present moment. And a lot of the older generation, they like sticking to traditional business suit and tie.
What they
and-
know.
Yeah,
right?
What's
Exactly.
it's comfortable as well at that
Right,
point too
and
for them, right?
There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that, but at the same time, we want to try different things and take risks and evolve and grow. And for us, it was just a matter of difference of opinion. And this
Well, yeah,
is-
you're young guys, right? So
Yeah.
you're like thinking like you don't want to just stay stagnant. You're like, yeah, sure, we
Right.
could stay here and
You
be
can.
good,
You
but
can.
you're like, fuck, we're young, we got time, we got
We've
vision.
never seen anything like this
Yeah.
in our life. How are we
Yeah.
going to sit in an office and not attack this? Even
Yeah.
if we fail miserably, at least we tried.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
agreed.
immediately, right during the pandemic, it was kind of natural. We had all the relationships, and we had done very well. I sit on the board of Mount Sinai, Miami Beach.
Amazing.
Do a lot
Oh,
of
shit.
philanthropy work in the city. We love the city. And
Amazing.
naturally, right after that, we had also been in development. We had finished about 3 condos, totaling about, $50 million in the building, pre-construction,
Wow.
in the
Yeah.
Ritz-Carlton. And at that point, we had decided as a family, we're like, okay, well, we're going to sell these assets and we're going to keep it moving and keep the ball rolling and
Yeah.
keep playing the game.
course.
Monopoly.
Yeah.
And,
That's what it is.
That's
That's
literally what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
So we said, okay, we're going to keep playing the game of Monopoly. And we ended up listing Max's unit sold first, and that was a record at the time. It was
under 30 days.
yeah, under
that
30
was-
days on the market. It was beautiful. We knew the product. We knew the buyers. We knew what they wanted. So we built exactly, what we knew would sell and sell very high. And
Yeah.
that's the luxury of being on the front side of the business is that you never know who's going to walk through the door, first of all. So
Yeah.
that's really exciting. But also, you can control where your price points are going to be set.
Yeah.
So we knew right away that we were going to set a record in that building, and then
That's
we were going to
amazing.
continue to just snowball off that. So we sold 2702 for $4.5 million. Then we sold 2802 for 4725. And then the penthouse, I can't go into too much detail. We're kind of wrapped up in an NDA on that, but
Okay.
it did sell for well over $30 million.
Wow.
So, that was really transitional for the city of Sunny Isles and just Miami Beach in general. That was
Damn,
a huge
jeez.
sell.
You guys are really coming in and just making a fucking mark, eh? But I
Yeah.
respect it. Like, that's the thing. If you're going to come in on an industry and try and make a mark, you got to do it big.
Especially in an industry with so much competition.
Exactly.
In a very
Right?
old
It's
industry.
the most competitive. So
Like,
for
we-
us,
sorry,
it's
go
like
ahead, go ahead.
sport.
Yeah.
It's like sport,
Yeah.
This is like
I
athletic.
like that. I
It's
like that.
athlete, because when you're in the hottest city in the world, arguably right now, there's the most concentrated amount of talent here.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
we're one, competing with all the best brokers, and two, also working with them at the same time
Yeah.
to get
That's
deals
crazy.
done. So, it's kind of a really strange, competitive, really also an environment to thrive in.
Yeah.
So we love it.
Well
you know,
said.
it's
Well, even
it's fun.
even in Toronto and Ontario,
Yeah.
there's what did we say? What did you say? 300,000, 400,000 agents. Something?
It's insane. Like the number of agents there is just ridiculous.
crazy.
Everyone's a
I was
fucking real
dying
estate
at your
agent.
guys' reaction. You know, like don't give me the realtor talk.
Yeah, he was giving me
You
the
know?
realtor answers, you know.
And I felt from that because I was like, yeah, I know the position that he's
Of
in
course,
right now.
of
And I was
course.
like,
But
I
we
know the
told
answer
him-
he's gonna have to give, and I was like, you don't want to disrespect any of the sellers.
Of
but, like,
course.
where's Bloomington? Or
Yeah.
what? Bloomington? What is it?
Bowmanville.
Bowmanville.
What the fuck is
1.8
that?
million? What? I mean,
Brother,
Dude,
like-
and it's like, and that's why we came down here as well, right? Because
Yeah.
we saw the opportunity. But I want to talk about the competition because I feel like there's a lot here. So, how do you guys manage that, and how do you guys try to differentiate yourself when it comes to the competition?
so that was kind of our claim to fame, was that me and Max kind of put our heads together, and we had a great, you know, shout out to our clients, you know, that have helped us and been riding with us since, you know, the days
Yeah.
that we were, you know, nobody in the business. But we said that if we could learn how to basically sell cryptocurrency, use cryptocurrency to close on property and to help people that were in that space move and navigate money and close on property, we knew that we could make a real substantial push in our careers to really stay competitive. Because how do you come into this type of a market where people have been dominating for 40 years, 50
Yeah.
years? There's some fossils in the real estate business that we have to do business with that are literally 95. Dude.
Fossils.
Crazy. Yeah, fossils.
That's
I mean,
amazing.
they're literally fossils. And you can't imagine like how they still have a presence, but it's also a respect level because people still want to do business with them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of really a different situation. But how do we work through the competition is that we all have to work together. In the
Yeah.
end. So it doesn't matter, you know, if you represent somebody, I actually have to work with Max, you know.
Yeah.
We have, you know.
Yeah.
So it happens, and we all have to work for the best interest of just getting deals done. So it kind of
Facts, yeah.
forces
I like
us
that though.
to
I like
work
that though
together.
because I feel like even back home, and I'm not saying this to bash back home
No,
because
bash, baby.
everyone,
Bash
everyone thinks,
away.
oh, it's just bash
We're
out
not
to
bashing
away.
Canada. We
Nah,
love
nah,
Canada.
nah.
So
love
like
Canada.
there's so many agents, like I said, but there's not much collaboration.
No.
And what I've noticed like right away from your pages is like you guys are getting a deal done and there's multiple agents involved.
Yeah.
Right.
Like you guys don't care. It's just
So
it's just
much
about the
collaboration.
final cause, the final result. Can we get this done?
Ego for us doesn't exist. At the end of the day, we
Amazing.
want to get our clients the best deals possible and put them in the best situations possible. So no matter who we have to work with in order
Yeah.
to get that done, it's going to happen.
And even if you're making 1% instead of 1.5, it's still
Our
fine.
interest is in
Whatever.
getting deals done and keeping the ball moving, not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
sticking on property and listing it.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get in the business to just list property. We got in the business to sell property.
No, but I
build-
like that.
So
You build relationships with all these different clients. Some of them you know personally. Some of them you have no idea. You're just introduced to them in a group text, and it's like, all right, let's go from here.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people ask me, they're like, well, the 1,000 a month rentals, the studio apartments, like you take the time to do those while you're still handling all these multi-million-dollar deals. Why do you do
we
that?
don't just do ultra luxury.
For-
we will play ball with all the
Of
price
course,
points.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
For us,
Especially if
we're
it's a
built
client
out,
like an ongoing client that needs something.
That rental will turn into something tremendous someday.
course.
You know,
Yeah.
when you
So
believe in the
true.
clients that you're working with as well, and see what they're doing in business spaces,
Yeah.
and you support them at the same time. You watch them grow in front of your eyes, and it's something that we've been able to do as well. A couple of our clients we've seen come up from literally nothing and become huge now,
And you're just growing with them.
I'm
That's so
looking
sick.
I'm looking
Which
at
is
three of
awesome.
them right
Yeah,
now.
let's
I'm looking at
go.
three of
He
them
knows.
right
That
there.
penthouse, yo,
knows.
he's
Come
that
on.
No, but I want to talk about what you said about the cryptocurrency and
Yes,
kind of
yes.
introducing that.
Absolutely.
When you introduced that, were you guys like one of the first ones to do that?
Okay, well,
Because I haven't seen
explain
nobody
that.
do
Explain that in general.
So
like,
we have a great client and a list of clientele that are heavily invested in the crypto space.
Okay.
One of them in particular happened to say, let's do a deal in cryptocurrency. Let's, find a place that was,
Sick.
let's find a developer that was accepting and wanted to, kind of shake up the whole industry. And, it was actually upsetting to me and Max when that deal closed, and everybody was congratulating us. Everybody was freaking out, and me and Max were kind of just upset because that was supposed to be a hush hush deal, and it wasn't supposed to be
Wow.
publicized in the PR. It wasn't supposed to be around. So that's the one part of the business when you're in the ultra luxury market that's kind of, it's tough because you want to respect the clients, and it's sometimes out of your control because sometimes
Public
it's
knowledge is public
record.
knowledge. You
It's
can't
public
contain
record, so
everything.
you can't. And all eyes are on those few select trophy properties. So when
Yeah.
they trade, people want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
So, that was how it kind of started. So then it was kind of a task that was one that we wanted to spearhead and get on top of and get to the front side of the business, which is why, we've taken a really aggressive approach in the NFT and crypto space. I mean,
Yeah.
we bought a Bored Ape right off.
I saw you guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
So,
We
and
believe
we love
heavily.
him. I mean, the Bored Ape's so
I love
cool.
it. We love him.
Yeah.
it's like
That's our
my
son.
brother.
It's like,
our son.
it's like a fucking child. It's
Yeah.
like, you spend
Yeah.
$500,000 on this JPEG. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then it actually is been one of the best returning assets right now, if you want to call it that, whatever you want to call it right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I mean, where we had purchased it, I won't go into numbers, but where we had purchased and what it's at right now, and the ape coin and the land and the metaverse that's coming, the other side. I mean, things
It's
are
insane.
It's
fucking
insane. So we
crazy.
said, after we closed that deal, the cryptocurrency deal, then we really had bought the Bored Ape, and then we got into the metaverse because we said now we have some leverage to run on.
course,
and now
yeah.
we have now we actually know the process. More
Yeah.
importantly,
Yeah, and if
than
you
the
want to,
sale.
if you want to be like, if
Yeah.
that's your goal, to kind of mix real estate and thing, like you gotta own a fucking Bored Ape,
Yeah,
straight
you
up.
gotta-
Like,
I mean,
you know what
if you're
It's
gonna
like,
buy one,
you
you know?
have to.
Listen, you could dance around and get all these nice NFTs, but like at the end of the day, like you gotta go for that
I
Rolls
have like
Royce
20
of
shit
NFTs.
NFTs. I have like 20 shit NFTs.
Listen, I'm sure they're not shit.
My wallet
No, they're
looks
shit.
ridiculous. They try to send us stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
One of my
it's
favorite
good-
NFTs right now, by the way, is the Snoop Doggies. I just got one.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Come on.
the dude's literally dancing around, throwing his fucking hands up.
He's
There's some
rolling
of him
around
like smoking a
Sandbox,
blunt.
soon to be,
like-
But Snoop's
you know,
really in
other
it
side-
too. Snoop's really
Oh,
involved.
I love how involved
I
he
love
is.
it.
I mean, it takes an amazing amount of courage to spearhead an industry and be the face, you know, and what he had done with Death Row and the NFTs and everything, you know,
Yeah.
the music wise and industry wise, and bringing the power back to the people and the artists is awesome. I mean, that's the future.
No, I love it. I love it. I love
So
it.
after you guys did the crypto sale,
Sure.
did people start doing it after? Did other
yeah.
agents try?
Oh.
So not only that, it was other agents that were trying. They were going crazy. We were getting phone calls every day because people wanted to learn. They're like, "Oh my God, you could, you know, we could sell, you know, property with crypto." I'm like, "Do you live under a fucking rock?" I mean, at least call somebody to see if
Yeah.
it could be done. Don't wait for somebody to do it
Yeah.
and then figure it out, because now you're already late.
Uh-huh.
And now there's already somebody that knows it better than you. And I mean, that deal was unbelievable. We closed that deal in 8 days, and it was $22.5 million.
Damn. Was it straight Bitcoin?
I can't go into.
Oh,
the
okay,
details
sorry,
of
sorry.
what
Some
the
XRP
points were.
in there?
Okay. All right.
Half Ethereum. Yeah, we got it all.
No, I'm just curious. But okay, now this is me just being completely curious. The Bored
Sure,
Ape,
sure.
like, what comes with it? Because I understand there's like a special group chat that you get
Yeah.
put into and shit like that. What are all the perks of owning a Bored Ape?
I think for us in our networks, it's no different than what we're already in. I'm sure you guys are in crypto chats and, you know,
Yeah.
groups, NFT groups. So really, it's the utility of the Discord, and it's the valuable information. I think the only thing that separates people from success and losing in life is the proximity to information, and the
Yeah.
ability to take that information, digest it, and then
Do something
spew
with
it
it.
out
Yeah.
and do something with it. You know,
Yeah.
don't fumble the bag. But in the Bored Ape chat in Discord, it's a group of just people that had, you know. It takes a real psychopath to hold on from minting stage at like half an ETH or 1 ETH to then hold and not take profit all the way up to 140 ETH an ape. I mean, that's
Yeah.
insane. This was something that they spent, you know, $1,500 on, and now it's trading for $500,000. It takes a real crazy person to not sell along that
Extremely
ride.
crazy.
You know?
Agreed.
So a lot of the apes that are now in the Discord are resells that had purchased at crazy numbers. So now all of a sudden, me and Max said, well, pandemic, whatever, this, that, how do we get in front of people? How do we keep, you know, gaining people, interest, views, anything, you know, how do we continue to really, you know, maximize the exposure in the time that we're in? And we said, let's get into the Bored Ape. Nobody else is doing this. I'm like, let's do it.
The
you know?
Discord is a tremendous perk, but also
So
we
we're
got
blasting our listings in there.
we got
nice.
Yeah, we got like,
And those are people. Those are
and
people with
those are real
money.
people, you
these
know,
are the
those are
people
not-
that
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah.
It takes a lot of ego to not get upset when somebody takes your flyer and throw it right in the garbage can,
Yeah,
'cause it got
yeah.
your freaking face on there.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah.
So like that's just the ego shot. So for us, we're like, well, how do we get in front and actually play offense and not play defense? You know, let's not go after, you know, all these people. Let's go after a network of people that are already interested in conversing.
Yeah.
You know, they
Yeah.
want to talk to other apes. So like that was the coolest concept for us. We were like, okay, well, really, we're gonna buy some of these other NFTs. I don't want to go into too many, you know, words on that. You know,
Yeah.
it used to be shit coins on the coins,
Yeah.
but now with the NFTs, I think that the entire industry is gonna just plummet, and there'll be just a couple projects that are long lasting.
Couple key ones left.
A
Yeah.
couple key ones left, and for us, you know, that's not our main business. So,
But
we're
it's also
what's
like
the
a
most blue chip.
Yeah. It's
So,
also like a legitimacy thing as well.
for
Like
sure.
Exactly.
And then
Oh,
it's
dude.
a classic marketing thing.
You
So
guys
someone
got
comes
it.
across
It's
your
also
page.
a status piece.
It's
you
a
know?
fucking
100%.
flex, bro.
It is a flex.
You guys
That's
got
what-
it. You guys got it in the biopic, and I'm like, that's just gangster shit. Like that's
I'm just gonna
gangster.
screenshot it after this and just put it in mine. I'm just gonna be part of the Farb Brothers.
That's it.
But we talk a lot about marketing here.
Right.
And because you guys are in luxury, I'm interested to hear how you guys market these fucking crazy places, these crazy penthouses, crazy, like what goes into
What's the strategy?
Yeah.
What's the strategy? There's a lot of different ways to strategize. It depends on the property, the seller, the conditions of the property. Sometimes, I mean, there's a lot of variables that go into creating a really great marketing campaign for a property. But let's just take something we have on the market right now. We're holding something off market. You guys probably saw it on Instagram the other day at the Ritz. We were showing it, and it's $8.9 million. And it's beautiful. The thing is absolutely immaculate. And we're headed into summer, which is not our season here in Miami typically. So the marketing strategy on that was, let's drive as much interest as we possibly could drive. Let's get all the best brokers that we do business with in there and that we know of. Let's put it on the map. Let's let everybody know that this is an offering that's in the building, in a building that has no available inventory. Now, the beauty of this is that we have a long-standing relationship with a lot of people that did a lot of business in that building because we had a presence during pre-construction to finish. So that's about 4 years in the process from start to finish. So we get a lot of volume in the building. We have a lot of buyers that are upgrading. The arbitrage in the condo market is still there. Yeah. So they're upgrading from 3 bedrooms, going to the 5-bedroom or 4-bedroom units. And so for that particular condo, we have that off market right now. And we'll probably bring that to market right around October, November, December.
The
market picks back up, and then if not, there's such limited. It becomes a game of supply and demand now. That's strictly how things are. There's no logic to the market.
It really is.
Right now,
it's crazy. They
it's
used
just,
to
hey,
be,
take
but-
this money and hey, get out of your house.
Yeah.
And it's, hey, give me this money and I'll get out of my house.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's
Damn.
really the
When you
game.
put it that way,
Yeah. So.
Are you guys seeing a lot of, I guess, especially in the luxury market, are you seeing a lot of outsiders like from out of state?
Oh, a ton.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Foreign
Canada
investors.
being one of the
biggest
largest
ones.
drivers. I mean, that was people that we've been doing business with for 3-4 years now. It's been crazy.
Canada, Brazil, South America. I mean, it's
and all the big states, all the big territories. I mean, we're talking San Fran. They can't get out of there fast enough. Can't get out of Chicago.
Chicago,
fast enough. Can't get out of California quick enough. Canada.
People are
Canada,
flocking.
people are running out of
People
Canada.
are literally running. So then it becomes a game of, okay, well, here's my needs. This is what's closest to it. I'll take it and I'll move in. And that's it. That's what it's becoming.
And then like obviously people are seeing to go into a little bit of a political thing. Like you're seeing like you got the governor here, Ron DeSantis, who I think is a fucking genius. Like the guy's a
Absolute
genius.
legend.
Love him. Like what he's doing for the state. I mean, it speaks for itself. Everyone's running here.
When this cancel culture is over, they will look at the last presidency, the Trump presidency, and say that was the best presidency that we've ever had. The best, most prosperous 4 years. And if you didn't take advantage of those 4 years, you're feeling the pain today.
Yeah, 100%.
And shame on you for not recognizing that was
earlier
that we're living in.
Absolutely. Dude, I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't agree with you more. And yeah, I think that's even for us a big reason why we came here. Literally the government here. And you got to look who's in charge of the state. We see Ron, Uncle Ron, I call him, and
he is Uncle Ron.
Dude, Uncle Ron, Uncle Ronnie, and he's just killing it.
Yeah.
He's just killing it, right? And so I'm sure you guys have a lot of clients who are like, yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
like we want
Listen,
real American freedom.
Seeing what he did
Never
even
thought that would be a
yesterday
driver.
with the school system yesterday about implementing education about taxes and things that actually matter. We always talk about back in the day going to school and like learning about things that they do matter, but they're
Bullshit.
not really they don't apply. They don't fucking apply.
Yeah,
And
straight up.
seeing this now, it's like refreshing that the youth is going to really be exposed to some important stuff that will actually help them and benefit them in the future. I mean, it's remarkable.
No, it's
Florida's just ahead of the game.
Yeah, we are.
It's just what it is.
So
It
ahead.
should be a blueprint for the rest of the country
Yeah.
and other countries around.
Yeah.
Well, I think you see
that's
like
really what it should be.
I think you see a lot of the other like states that are on the southern border following along. Like you see Texas, Arizona, all of them are
Yep.
like, okay, what's Ron doing?
Right.
You know what I mean? And Ron implements it, and then they implement it, right? So it's exactly
He's got
like
the balls.
Yeah.
That's what it comes
that's
down
the
to.
biggest
You
thing,
need
right? And then, dude, like I don't know how much you guys know about Canada, but like, holy fuck, we literally have a communist leader in that country right
It's
now.
a disaster.
It's
For what
just
we know, it's a
purple-haired
disaster.
people running around everywhere.
Fucking purple-haired lefties.
They don't even know what gender they are, just running around.
So
It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. No, but that's literally what's happening.
Our
No,
opinion is
seriously.
obviously biased because we get to see people when they're in a state of mind where they're saying, hey, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So they're not going to come in saying, oh, this was the good times that we've had here. It was, oh, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
and
find
get
me a
into
place
something
now. I need
quickly.
to fucking get out of here. And
well, I'm sure you guys see it obviously from back home in Jersey. like even there, I
Oh,
know
yeah.
that it's still like a little bit fucked up. It's not as bad as
We
Canada.
said we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as Canada.
Is your
but
family
it's-
back there still?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Half
we
the
left them
family's
behind.
there.
He said,
Yeah.
"I'm out
We've been
here."
trying to move our mom down here for many
Dope.
years. It's
Yeah.
It's tough to get the mom out of
It's
her
really
hometown.
It's
you know,
very
you
tough.
get all this success, right? And then you say,
Yeah.
all right, let me move mom out of
she's
whatever.
like, I don't wanna
And
leave.
It's like, I don't want to leave. I'm like,
know.
wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
our
And shout out to our mom. I mean, she's
She
best
is-
ever, most unbelievable woman that we could have ever imagined, and that's where our entire life kind of came full circle, because it was, we got business and all that stuff from life exposure and all
course.
that, but it was her that really kept us well rounded and
Amazing.
taught us, how to just.
I love that,
live
bro.
life.
We're big mama's boys here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Big Mama's
huge,
boys, you know?
huge.
Family's super important
Yeah,
for us. I mean,
man.
I wear this boxing glove around my neck, and it has my grandfather's initials. He
That's
battled
sick.
Parkinson's for like 8 to 10 years.
Wow.
And
Wow.
unfortunately, a couple years ago, he passed. But, he instilled in me and Ryan some of the values and traditions and morals that we carry on throughout every single day. And so to honor him is a blessing. And, he really got us to where we
Max
are
is the
today.
touching one.
I love
If
that.
you haven't
Bro,
got-
I'm about to cry
he's
right
about-
now.
Dude, he's about to get married. He's the sentimental
No,
one.
but I like that, and I think that's what
But no,
keeps you
he's-
going. It keeps
yeah.
you like, because you said at the end of the day, like, you can get success, you can get money, all these things.
If you can't get money in today's day and age,
Oh,
you suck. I'm There's
could-
never
Let's
been
go.
a better time to make money
Let's
than
go.
right now.
Yeah.
100%.
And if you
And-
can't, then shame on you. I'm
So
sorry.
are you guys
Agreed.
actively
Agreed.
are you guys actively investing in real estate as well here or
absolutely.
anywhere else as well?
Absolutely.
Are you guys invested back home?
We are not invested
Okay.
back home.
And there's a reason?
There's just no advantage to buying property in New York right now and buying property in New Jersey
Okay.
as second residency or investment, because when we're looking at investment property, we're already in the best market.
It's true.
Yeah.
We want to live. If we're gonna say, oh, let's go a little cheaper or whatever we need. Okay, we go up. We go west or we go north.
Yeah.
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 But for us, we like to play the luxury game. So like we're always flipping, we're always selling. So what we have right now, it's so competitive in Miami that like I don't even want to talk about what we got.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this.
They'll be
now.
sold by the time the conversation's
We'll
done.
literally be
Exactly. We
sold.
may or may not have sold
Yeah.
it right.
But I want to talk about that too,
So
because
like,
it
we just bought a house, and
Okay.
let's talk about it.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank
You
you.
guys just bought one.
Yeah, I bought a house. He just bought a condo.
Oh, congrats.
Amazing.
Thank
That's
you.
dope. We bought one.
You guys just
We
bought one
just
too,
bought one.
right?
Yeah.
A month ago?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so
Let's go.
So are these
We
property
stream about this
are these
now.
investment properties for you guys or to live in?
A little bit of both.
Cool.
It's a lot of capital to deploy.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
But I had moved. I had closed for just under about $4 million. I think he's closing for about $2 million.
Unreal, boys.
And for us, we wanted to just play the market.
Yeah.
Let's get in there. And for us right now, I'm not seeing great deals that I'm dying to have right now.
Yeah.
Or that I have the money for right now.
Yeah.
I mean, to play this game, it's expensive. I mean, to
course.
play the luxury
100%.
market, we're not talking about a couple $100,000 here and there. And there is no talking about loans. I mean,
Yeah.
No.
you bring up mortgages, there's no discussion there. So
Yeah.
you're playing it's cash, and it's how quickly can you move
Damn.
that cash, and it's
Yeah.
You're saying for luxury listings.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Wow.
Well, we even us, like we're nowhere near the luxury market, and even then it was still like a fucking like
It's a war.
cash and
It's
okay,
a
we
war.
you got to offer this, and then you're gonna pay them cash extra on top, and this is stuff that we weren't used to, because back home in Toronto, it's like no such thing as a cash deal.
Right.
It's like you buy the house, you get to put 20% down, the mortgage, you do the whole thing, right?
Right.
So over here, we had to learn like how the market worked here, and it was
it's a
it
tremendous
was-
learning curve,
it's
and it's
a
a
beast.
different
huge,
animal.
huge, and it was like, dude, like we came here, had one real estate agent that we were just introduced to,
Yeah.
and dude, we went to go see our first maybe like 5-6 properties, and our agent didn't even come with us, just sent us there on our own.
Yeah.
Thanks, appreciate that.
All right, I gotta be honest. I can't say we haven't done that. I can't say we haven't done
but
that.
like no, but I'm talking
But-
like 6 properties, knowing
That's
that,
fucked up.
knowing
That
that,
is.
knowing that we know nothing about this market, like you know what I mean, from
That's
Canada.
terrible.
So, anyways, we
You guys got great direction.
we ended up finding a good agent, and
Yeah.
yeah, we were able to close on this property, thank God. But yeah, no, for us it was our house is completely like strictly for Airbnb purposes,
Yeah.
and we're gonna try and play that market for a bit and see how it
Absolutely.
goes. But yeah, like we're hoping to have 2 or 3 by the end of this year. So I think we have our new real estate agents here.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's sign the
We
paper.
gotta,
There we go.
we gotta get up the budget if we're gonna work with these budgets. These boys are like, yeah, right, boy. Like, yeah, for sure, buddy. Yeah, we got you.
Up the budget.
They're gonna
up the
pass us off
budget.
to like their little cousin. Yes, you're selling my house. I wanna talk about just the market here, because I think the last 3 years,
Yeah.
I think 3 years. I don't know. Maybe before that was going nuts, but just from what we've been seeing, I mean, since the
We were
pandemic
looking
hit,
in 2020.
the pandemic hit, and we're like already looking at cribs here. We're like, fuck it. And then we keep looking like every 6 months, and the prices were literally doubling.
Oh yeah.
Is that all because of the
60%.
pandemic and people coming here?
Supply demand.
Literally,
Yeah.
houses that we were looking at in 2020 were this year, early 2022, literally double the price. Because you can see like on Zillow and shit, you can see when they last sold. And I'm like, we saw that house for $400K, $500K, and now it's $1 million 2 years later.
Oh, it's crazy.
Oh, and it's felt-
Insane.
Rental premiums too. I mean,
Yeah.
you have people that are living on the beach now in a 1-bedroom that are paying close to $15,000.
Yeah.
You know, it's actually mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Whatever. If the people want it, we'll give it to them.
Exactly. They want it.
We'll make sure that they get it.
Are you guys gonna play the Airbnb game?
The Airbnb game, I think Matt
Is it
on
different for
on the last
luxury?
podcast explained
Okay.
it really well and articulated it really well. I mean, the Airbnb game is you have to have really good guidance. You have to know what you're doing. I mean, you have to, kind of be hands off because you don't want to be involved in the property.
Of course,
management.
of course.
I'm just gonna say that. Just
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
pay the 20%.
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Just pay
don't,
it.
Just don't get involved. You don't need to be booking cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the
do that
time.
for you. But it's a great way to continue to build a portfolio.
Yeah.
And eventually, the end game is to develop, buy something that's passive and throwing off great cash flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was our goal. Yeah, that was our goal, was using the Airbnb to get in, start building the portfolio.
And start building.
I don't think
Smart.
it's the long-term goal,
No,
but
but-
I think it's a great way for somebody like guys like us that say we're just trying to get in the market and see what the
Absolutely.
fuck's going on
it's
here,
so
right?
smart.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah.
thing with the crypto for us. It was that we were on the other side of this, so we're like, okay, well, after we make all the money in real estate, well, then where else do we put money?
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the industries and marketplaces where we had.
Yeah, tackle the
kind of-
biggest markets too. Los
Yeah.
Angeles, here, New York. I mean, tackle all of them because
Yeah.
why the fuck not? Get
Yeah.
that exposure.
Agreed. And I think even like you speak of the crypto thing, like this is like the crypto city. We
This is it.
we
This
call
is
it
the
the
hub.
You asked us in the beginning when we walked in, why is this the best city in the world? I said it's not right now. It's the best city in the world. It has all the amenities that you could ever want. Plus, the people are just forward thinking here.
Yeah.
Yes.
These people
People
are not
believe.
backwards,
Open-minded,
reacting. These
yeah.
people
Exactly.
are preparing.
Yeah.
And then when you prepare, you know that you put yourself in a position to win. So I think that as long as these conspiracy theories or whatever about us going underwater or bullshit, then we'll be absolutely fine, and this will be one of the greatest cities to continue to just. I think the prices will be more in line with the major markets like New York, and a reflection of those price per foot sales. And I think down here in Miami, we're still low. I think
Yeah.
The reason why we've continued to see year-over-year growth is because I think that the pricing was low.
It was.
It was
It was.
really
Yeah.
low for
See?
the value.
What
that
do you mean?
was here.
See, that's what I said.
No, we had another guest in here, and I said that because he was like, we were looking in New York, whatever, and I said, yeah, like compared to New York, like the prices are way cheaper
They're
here.
way cheaper.
Yeah,
I mean,
so much cheaper.
And he's like, you're grossly misinformed. And I was like, we left here, and I was so pissed in the car
It was
driving
right.
home, like.
Yeah. I would've
He's like, bro,
rather
that guy called me.
just
This guy called me misinformed. Bro, did you hear this guy called me misinformed?
Bullshit.
Bro, I was butthurt, bro. It actually hurt me. He said that because I was like, I'm not. I know I'm not. And then we had to go up and I
Not
was
at all.
fucking researching. It's so cheap. For example, like us, so our house, we paid $520,000 for it, and which for us, speaking in Canadian terms, like $650K Canadian.
Right.
Ask Kane in Toronto for $650,000.
Nothing.
You're getting it's the
There's
size of
nothing.
this room.
There's not even that. Not even
It's-
that.
And that's in New York too. It's
Yeah,
it's a
same
studio,
concept.
Yeah,
yeah.
700 square feet, maybe.
If you're lucky, yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
The pull-out bed from the wall.
But even
Yeah.
but the thing is, Toronto, you can't cash flow really either. So it's like
But what?
I'm just bashing Canada all. Fuck Canada, bro.
I'm sorry,
fucking hate. No. So
No,
yeah.
like, I mean, we're free, so it's easy for us to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in a special place and a special time. So you guys brought up, the fact that Miami's the most forward-thinking and the what's going to be the crypto capital, if
Definitely.
not already,
Of the
being
world,
crypto capital.
yeah.
So I think it's very much in line with where we are in terms of just life, business, the things that we're
Yeah.
interested in. I think it's been just the right place, right time, right environment.
Yeah.
And I think all the
Absolutely.
dominoes kind of lined up, and we got very.
It was funny.
It's not luck. It's got very fortunate.
Luck happens
were
when
saying-
when the work
Yeah,
and the preparation comes in. Yeah,
preparation.
there you go. You know, everyone knows the quote. Come on.
What's the quote, bro? Don't you have it tatted on you? No, there was actually I saw an article, a 2.5 acre lot in Brickell that's on the water just sold for $363 million, and it's like, dude, people aren't spending that much money on a 2.5 acre lot if they don't see where the future of this of this city is going, right? I think it was the guy who bought it like 20 years ago for 15 mil and resold it for $363 million. It's a piece of dirt. 2.5 acres.
Yeah. That's
like,
you want to know what we're invested in? I'm looking for that. You know?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, that was me. He's like, that was us, bro.
No, but that's the thing.
We sold that thing.
That's the commitment of these CEOs and these major companies, that they are going to be here and that they're not budging and they're not going to sell off. It's their commitment to being
People
here.
ask
and you
us
could
all the time. They ask Max, they ask me. They're like, oh, where do you see the future of this? Do you see
future's here. The future's bright.
Yeah.
It's not changing.
What's this whole shit with the underwater though? What's going on with that? We're gonna go underwater?
Global warming. I mean, it's
these activists or whatever, global warming, whatever.
Fucking gluing themselves to the NBA courts and shit.
Literally, okay, you know, it's inevitable. We're gonna be underwater. I'm like, look, I mean, if we're going underwater, the rest of the world's going underwater.
Yeah. It's not just us.
We're showing properties on boats.
We're not
then
the
fuck
only.
it.
Yeah. So look, we're building the ark, and we will not, you know.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
Get the sea-doos ready, Kane.
Get the jet skis going.
I want to ask about networking because I feel like real estate agents, you need to have a strong network, and you're dependent on your network.
You are
like
literally dependent. That's
so
the only way you make money.
How do you guys look to continuously grow your network? Like, what ways are you doing that? Is it a lot of word of mouth? Are you using socials? How are you getting out there to
word of mouth, social, absolutely.
Yeah.
But really, put yourself in uncomfortable positions. Go to those open houses, shake some hands. You know, if you see somebody walking by that has a Bored Ape shirt on or something, something that you connect with, talk to them. You know, they might have some type of something to offer. You know, and that's why it's just.
And real estate's kind of an easy question because it's, or an easy approach, because if you don't have something, then maybe you know somebody that does, and like you always have an invested interest, hey, to connect the dots and try to make that happen.
Yeah.
But the networking, it's as simple as whatever market you're going to dominate, when you decide, my suggestion, Max's suggestion, pick a market, ultra luxury for us. So we said, okay, well, how are we going to network in here? Well, we want to sell really expensive places, so let's go to where fucking rich people go. Let's go to the
Soho
events.
just chilling.
He just got back from Coachella, and the beauty is that
I'm still blowing dust out of my mouth. That was fucking.
He just got back from the desert. He's back now.
I'm here.
But it's a great networking environment.
But we go to where rich people are. I mean, that's as simple as it is. We want to sell expensive.
Take me with you next time.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys are both coming.
Where you guys want to go?
No, but it's actually that simple.
It is that simple.
And people try to overthink this networking thing. It's like, exactly, if you know that your target market for whatever you're selling, real estate, shoes, whatever the fuck it is, go where your target market is.
Go there.
And go and converse with people face to face.
That's it.
I always say, like you were saying, if you can't make money in today's day, like, shame on you. Like, you're a loser.
Really.
And I agree with that.
You are.
So I totally agree with that.
There's never been more access to information. So
Ever.
So like, if you can't figure something out, then shame on you.
And
in the meantime, you should be working.
Absolutely.
Not
And
against
on
9 to
top
5s,
of
go get a
that,
job, make some money.
absolutely. And then on top of that, I'm like, the way I see it is, I'm like, the way I see the world is like, there's money floating everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's just who's gonna go grab it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like with the whole like real life monopoly thing. Like, there's money everywhere. Who's gonna go grab it? And it's the person, like you're saying, or the people who are comfortable with being in uncomfortable situations or putting themselves in those situations, who are gonna go grab that money.
It is.
They're running towards it first, right? And you see it. It's like real estate agents.
It's not rocket science.
Why
do people overcomplicate?
No.
Yes.
And just to run this back, to go back to politics a little bit, it's the same as business. Why not follow the blueprint? There's plenty of realtors. Now, me and Max are extremely successful. What did we do? I mean, probably 100 and something million last year.
Wow.
Definitely
And
up there.
after that, it's
Woo.
yeah.
Heat.
You
Let's
hear
go.
this man say, yo,
Let's
what do you say? 100 something,
Let's go.
bro.
Yeah.
Let's
100
go.
something.
100, yeah, I mean, because you have to go back to the off markets, and you kind of got to add them all
Of course,
up and
of
whatnot.
course.
I'm just
Unreal though. Congrats. That's
Thank you,
that's
thank
nice.
you.
guys.
Top of my head, but to go back to the politics, it wasn't not, and to tie this in, this whole conversation, to kind of land this plane, for us, it was, as simple as, okay, let's follow the blueprint. There's tons of realtors in Miami that are fucking thriving.
Yeah.
Well, let's not try to be our individual. Let's just follow what they did.
Of course.
They've been in the business for 20 years. It's not that difficult. If you can, develop and understand those qualities and the market knowledge, then you can absorb it like a sponge.
You don't got to reinvent the wheel.
No.
Yeah.
You photograph,
on the
you
politics
video,
side, why can't the rest of the country and the other countries follow what Ron DeSantis has done here.
Because then they would know it was all a
Then
lie.
they would know it was all a lie. And it would expose
Yeah.
what's going on. So, I mean, that's
That's a whole other
Yeah.
one. We should do a political episode with
Yeah,
these boys.
well,
Fucking just go nuts.
We don't mind getting controversial because, I mean, we do have things to lose. I mean, if some of our
course.
sellers don't like the things that we say, I mean,
Yeah.
we do run the risk. But I think our clients, they also like to work with us because we are not afraid
Yeah.
to be who
They
we
can
are,
appreciate that.
you know?
Exactly.
And to speak up for what we.
We've always been in that mindset, and we realized that back home in Toronto when we saw how fucking crazy the shit was going there, we decided to just speak up.
Yeah.
And knowing that there would be a risk of potentially losing some of our clients, right? We went a marketing
Absolutely.
agency, and it actually 10x'd our business.
It did. I mean, look, you guys are in Miami now.
Well, there you go.
Come on.
And it's like because in reality, the people that we wanted to work with had thought the same way we did.
Absolutely.
Right? And respected the fact that we went out with our brand on the line and said what we needed and felt like we needed to say, right? And so
It probably increased engagement. It probably increased everything.
Everything.
Sales. I mean,
Everything,
literally
bro.
across the board, because now people not only get to know the business side of it, but they get to know you and they feel attached to it.
Yeah.
and that's what it is.
That's what we're trying to do better at, is connecting with our audience and
Yeah. Of
course.
you know, our followers, and which is one of the reasons. I mean, this is our first podcast ever.
Ever?
Okay,
First ever.
pod
Let's
ever.
That's
go.
Ever.
Got the pod virginity. Let's go.
You guys are naturals though. You guys are fucking naturals though. You guys are good.
No,
You guys are
it's,
good.
I'm not a big speaker, so like I kind of like to. I'd rather just not talk. But in
no,
this
you're killing it. You guys are
situation,
killing
Not
it.
a
we,
speaker, holy
when we're saying let's do shit that's uncomfortable and continue to grow. Well, for us, this is not the most comfortable
Yeah.
because I'm not a natural motivational speaker or anything
Yeah.
like that. He's not. We're just a couple realtors that happen to really know what's going on here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
have done well.
Yeah.
And then that's just.
I mean, I almost cried when he was talking, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys are
He's done this
motivational.
before.
No, and kudos to you guys for presenting this platform to be able to come out
course,
here
of
and speak
tremendous
our
amount of
truths,
success.
it's-
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that.
It's important.
I want to ask about your partnership together
absolutely.
and how that kind of works. Where the synergy is. Is there stuff that you do that you don't, and vice
it's
versa?
nice. I'm happy you brought that up because truthfully, we are a two-headed monster. And I'm not saying that in a bad connotation,
Yeah.
but we do pick up where each other lacks. You know,
course.
I'm
Yeah.
more of the client-facing. I go on the showings, and I'm mostly in front of everything. Ryan is the stern negotiator. Ryan is the
Let's
one
go.
that drops the hammer. Ryan is the brains behind the operation.
Listen,
so.
you need a starting pitcher. You need a closer.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It's a classic Mariano.
Roger
Rivera
Roger
situation.
Clemens and
go.
Mariano. That's,
Yeah.
So we have a really great synergy. There are just clients that they either connect with Max, closer, or they connect with me, and it's really just a partnership where it's in the benefit of the clients.
Of course.
Keen can speak on it. He was on that other side of this.
It's
kind
always
we use
easy.
each other to leverage.
It's easy when you're best friends too with your
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
partner, and I don't
We're
say
lucky.
that
We have
just
a
because we're
special
brothers, but
relationship.
we really are best friends. And when you buy into a belief and you buy into something together and you fully invest yourselves and fully commit, it's a beautiful feeling when you start seeing some level of return. And so
That's
for
dope.
us, it's been very glorifying and gratifying. And
I feel
couldn't.
like such a proud older brother. Right now.
It's amazing. I'm crying over here.
I'm feeling like
No, but you know
all
what?
right, I
And
must have done something right.
I
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
that's
like,
dope.
I like
That's
what you
dope.
guys were saying though too, and I think we see it a lot on our side where there's some clients that maybe I just connect with more,
Yeah.
and some that he just connects
Right.
with more. But that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because you have the
It's double the
opportunity.
business, double the
Yes.
exposure.
That's why there's two of us, right?
Yeah,
Like
there's two
it's
of
the
us.
whole point
Yeah.
of it.
Exactly.
I'd imagine it's very similar to the way that you guys work.
course, yeah.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
And like you said, like if you're friends to start, it's all easy. Did you guys know you guys were gonna work together?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
You guys knew?
It
We've
was
been rocking and
always-
rolling.
That's so
That's
sick.
dope.
That's
Forever,
dope.
you know?
We've been
I fuck
cooking
with
since
dope.
we were kids, so it was destiny. And so.
It just worked out. Yeah. No, you see it. You guys are, you could tell, like, you guys are fitting each other's sentences, like, and it's cool. No, it works, right? And I'm sure clients see that and they're like, yeah, like, these are guys we want to
Yeah.
work with. They work well together. So, like, I would trust them,
And
right?
they also get two for the price of one. I
True.
mean, really,
Too.
I mean, it's
it's
the
true.
same thing. It's that it's not a disservice to the seller. It's actually an advantage and an additional offering for
Yeah.
us is that there's two of us, not one. So it's not like you're getting me and an assistant. You're getting both of us at the same time. So
Yeah.
where you have one person giving you advice, now you have two people to bounce advice off of and
Yeah.
direction and get deals done.
Do you guys have a team or is it just you two?
Right now it's just us two.
Are you guys gonna look to
Yep.
build something or what does it make sense for you guys? Like I could see it
The
like maybe not even
brokerage-
making sense.
It makes sense depending on the price points and where you're trying to go.
Okay.
you know,
Right.
And do you want to be the biggest ever, or are you complacent with doing, let's just say, $500 million in sale? I mean, when you're talking the luxury market, I mean, we're all making an insane amount of money.
Yeah.
So at that point, it's more of, what are you passionate about and where do you see yourself? Do you really want to be number one? I mean, we basically have been in the business for technically on paper about 2.5 years, and we've hit every accolade you could possibly have achieved. I mean, we're top in Douglas Elliman, which is the #1 brokerage in the country. So it's, a lot of people say, oh, I'm top 1%. I'm like, yeah, you're top 1% of a brokerage that has 15 people in it. Okay?
That's in the fine print, though. That's in the fine print. Yeah,
they don't say that. They'll say top producing realtor, and it's kind of cheesy and marketed. But, that we hold those accolades really close and near and dear because those were very, very hard to achieve in a market that was very unforgiving. It
at your age, too, though.
Yeah. The sellers were unreasonable. The buyers were insane. I mean, it was not a market that, people had been accustomed to or that you could really go and search for information because nobody had seen anything like that before. So it's transpired across, every aspect of life.
And with that said, though, we're always open to expansion. I think, taking a note out of Ryan Serhant's playbook, he's somebody that I study and I idolize him for what he does in this industry. But he said expansion always and always. And that's why we don't close the door to it. We're definitely looking at those major territories and we're going to start sinking our feet into them soon.
Yeah, he's got his New York license. I mean, we're in other markets. We're working right now on a deal in California. And the way that works is similar to, how Matt was explaining it, where, you just have great referrals and other agents in big markets with great clients and, the partnership between us and them, really just offers the most seamless situation to get the best deals done in every market. And we don't have to be super greedy. I mean, we can, tap into almost every one of these markets and not have to expand our team because the last thing we want to do is we came from corporate. We knew what it was like to have 300 employees,
go right back to
employees,
it,
and then go right back to that same hamster wheel. And we got away from the corporate to not do that. So luckily, it's been a great business model for me and Max, and it's been great and really good to us. But I don't know. I mean, we definitely want to expand. But we also want to expand not just in real estate, but also in other aspects of our life. I mean, we really want to dive deep in this metaverse. We really want to get involved, start speaking more often, get involved over here, doing more podcasts, getting out, getting the information to people that actually need it or give a shit to listen.
But I like what you said. And I think that's actually it's a new wave of business where people aren't thinking necessarily like they were, 20, 30, 50 years ago, where it's like, I need to build a 100-person company, 500-person company. I think now more of the thought is like, how can I work smart?
Yeah.
How can I personally get the most done on my own without having to maybe manage too many people? And listen, there's sometimes, and even with some of our clients who have, a business with 5 people that are doing, $100 million. And then there's a client with, 25 employees, 50, 70 employees, and they're doing a quarter of what?
$6 million, $7 million.
You know what I mean? So
stress the hell out.
Yeah, exactly.
So
managing all these people.
I'm like, my biggest worry is, where's he during the day, and his is, where's mine? Is, hey, what are we, both doing? And it shouldn't be a matter of stressing ourselves out to continue to grow. If it happens organically, happy to do it. I mean, we receive calls all the time from
young
agents. They're like, hey, we
want to just shadow you and shit.
They see the fucking Bored Ape. They're like,
these guys are on to something different. It's not your typical suit and tie.
No, I like it, man. It's the new wave. You guys are definitely, you can see, you guys are definitely on the right path, man. Like
all of us, I think,
doing
we're
it
all
different.
on the same page.
Yeah,
We're just trying to build a brand.
Miami's the place to be, bro.
To do that.
For real. Okay, I would before we get to the
I got some questions too from our audience too.
I got a personal question. This is completely off of real estate.
Sure.
I'm just curious because, okay, what we did was we're trying a new format for this episode actually, where me and him just talk shit for like 5-10 minutes about just what the fuck's going on, and then have you guys just fly in. So at the beginning we are talking about a whole fucking flurry of shit, but obviously very, very, very new to the world right now. Elon Musk just bought Twitter.
Yeah, of course.
So we were just talking a little bit about that. I'm super fucking happy about it because if he does what he says he's going to do and really let free speech flow through the platform, I think it's great. I'm just curious, what are your guys' thoughts on it?
Twitter was a dinosaur.
Yeah,
Before he
exactly.
took it over,
It's
it would be a shame for that company to have absolutely plummeted, and something had to happen before earnings came out.
Yes,
so so I think that before people shorted that stock, Elon was like, okay, let's get involved, let's take it over, let's open up free speech, let's continue to advocate for the things that are actually important to people.
Yeah.
People, the shit that you see on the news is not even what's important to you. None of us care about what they're talking about, literally. I mean, you want to talk about that? It's CNN, 10,000 subscribers.
They're
spent
so
$300 million.
Yeah.
CNN
$300 million?
seen
get a
Joe
call
Rogan
from a
go on.
client that says I got $300 million. We'll turn that $300 million into $1 billion.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Damn, it's
You
true.
know?
It's true.
So you take $300 million, you piss it away, and you only get 10,000 subscribers. It's terrible. I mean, it's a testament to where people are. They don't give a shit about what they're.
we got
what
more
they're being
fucking
told.
subscribers than
Yeah,
CNN,
seriously,
bro.
you guys are
more
shitting
as
on
we
them.
should, as we should.
Come on.
As you should.
As we
The
should.
Content and the
I hate
context
CNN,
is
boys.
way better.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
no,
the
thank you.
future of where information is going to start flowing from.
Facts.
Yeah.
It's so
Absolutely.
true.
And you guys are so
true.
far ahead on this.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thanks,
we
bro.
try to be. We
Appreciate
try
it.
to be. We try to be.
Tooting our horns right now.
I know.
I
Get me
got some
fired up.
questions here, just from some people in our community. One question we have is, what are the best? I mean, I don't know if you guys know this because you are in luxury, but what are the best areas to purchase Airbnb or short-term rental properties here in Florida?
That's an easy answer. There's only a select few areas, buildings that will allow
That will allow
Airbnb.
it.
So that there you go. I mean, your market has just kind of created itself, and there's only a handful of places that are friendly. So it's slim pickings between that
Where you can
and
do
where
it.
you can do that.
Downtown, midtown, Brickell area. Those really have most of the Airbnb
Single family
volume.
with no
All those
HOA.
buildings.
Single
Yes.
family, no HOA, because you don't have to worry about going through
Yeah.
the process of.
Really, you just have to connect with somebody that knows the market,
knows what
and
they're
they can
talking about.
direct you to the right buildings. The
Yeah.
right
I'm sure you could probably even Google it
Yeah,
and
of
like get a
course.
list
Exactly.
of all the
you'll get a
buildings.
list
short
of
term.
People are
Airbnb
lazy, bro.
friendly.
People are lazy.
Yeah, they gotta come to us. It's okay.
That's
Keep
true.
coming to
Hey.
us.
It's okay. Keep coming to us.
Keep coming. Keep
Fuck
coming. You know,
Google.
fuck with it. All right. Housing market in Miami versus Toronto. What's more ideal for a first buyer? I'm not sure how
I
in tune
think
you are with Toronto's, but
I mean, we're not the most educated on the market, so I don't want to speak out of place and
Yeah.
and be misinformed. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
There's somebody tell me I'm misinformed because I don't want to be hot like
I don't know
everyone
the
else.
fucking market.
I'm not, I'd be pissed too. If somebody says, "Yo, you're misinformed," I'd be like, "No,
Oh,
no,
dude.
no.
My ego was
let me
shot.
correct you,
Anyways.
okay?
Yeah.
So I think for everybody, consistently looks at South Florida, not just Miami, but we want to talk about Miami in particular.
Yeah.
Still a great place to pour money. I think that this is a much more affordable market, even where it is sitting today and trading, rather than a Toronto situation. Because like you guys said, should the government have make any radical changes or decisions, that those assets may be owned by Canada, not you guys.
Yeah.
Or Shell's Trust, whatever, however you guys
snap.
Yeah.
That's
are structured, but
Very
here.
quickly. Yeah. Well, no, I think, and even from like a pricing standpoint in that whole situation, price per square foot, like we're creeping up to New York numbers.
Yeah, I mean, we're
Over
talking
there.
about $2 million in
bumfuck nowhere.
bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah.
and,
Insane.
you're
I think that's the name of the town,
yeah,
actually.
it's something close to
It's
it.
literally like, that area, Bowmanville, we're talking about, is like an hour and a half, 2 hours from Toronto.
which is crazy.
That's insane.
It's selling for $2 million.
I mean, that's nowhere even near Toronto.
It's not even like
that's-
there's anything there, though. It's not like, like
And the
there's
thing is, it's not like a developed city.
Yeah.
It's literally
How
a
do they
piece of
market that? I'm
trash.
so curious.
people are
You know,
just like FOMO buying in Toronto
No,
right
in
now.
Toronto,
Like they're scared.
they're FOMO buying. Anyone just
Yes.
thinks they need to own property, and they're just throwing ridiculous numbers.
Yeah.
And our like we saw it here. Our interest rates in Toronto right now are like 1.8%.
Wow.
For a mortgage, so it's like almost free money.
Yeah.
But people don't
Might as well
realize
be
that in 5
leveraging that.
years, when because of inflation, that 1.8 goes to 5%,
Right.
Real quick.
they're not gonna be able to afford their mortgages. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation.
Well, then we're gonna see we will see a correction at some point eventually.
For
yes.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure, absolutely. What else we got?
What do you guys think of fractionalized real estate via tokenization? That was crazy.
Can you use that in a sentence?
So I think they're talking about like they're selling fractions of real
Yeah,
estate
yeah.
portfolios.
I was totally kidding. It's, what do I think about it? I don't think that it's a bad thing. I mean, I'd
Like you can
to
own
see-
like 0.1 of a house or so. I don't know how that.
You don't know how many coins you own. You own.
I think that if you could, it'd be interesting to see the development of real estate with the incorporation of something like a DAO where, fractionalized ownership would be something that could happen.
Yeah.
I think it would be difficult to start today because, just us four, or us five right now, we buy an Airbnb together, right? We joint venture and, we buy this place. And all five of us may have a difference of opinion. You want to paint the place black. You want to paint it white. You want rugs. I don't want rugs.
Yeah.
I want hardwoods, et cetera, et cetera. It becomes very difficult, and there's a lot of variables and nuances.
It's true.
So do I see it happening? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It would be nice to see the ability for real estate to be sold off in fractionalized proportions. It's not there yet, and I think it's going to take somebody that's wanting to really do that and be the first.
think it's gonna take a lot of time and money.
right now.
Exactly.
Time, money, effort. It's not easy.
Yeah.
I think it would work in a place like Canada because people
Would.
can't afford to
Yeah.
fucking buy a house.
It's same
really
with
would.
here. I think
Yeah.
that it absolutely would, and I wouldn't be surprised to see other agents and somebody else really kind of spearhead that. And,
Definitely.
we're happy to tackle it. It's just for fractionalized. Real estate purchases would have to be at a certain number for us to really dive in.
Yeah.
and-
To make sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
to make
For you
sense.
guys, it's like buying 0.1 for
Yeah,
like
you
10
know,
mil.
it's-
Yeah.
but I can understand where those people came from because we didn't always have 5, 6, 10, 15, 20 million dollars
Yeah.
to go throw around and buy real estate.
Yeah.
It was accumulated over a long period of time. So
course.
it was, you can understand where some people are like, hey, let me get my feet wet, let me buy something, and then all 4 of us kind of go in. It would be nice to see the infrastructure and translated with, a mirror on blockchain and some history and some utility that's using the NFTs for what they are, and not just some pictures of a little bird that are selling for 50
I think-
ETH.
I think it's that, and I also think people want to take again the control away from
Absolutely.
our greedy governments. You know what I mean? And-
And the long
Absolutely.
closing times. I mean,
Yeah,
it probably took you
that
guys
too.
forever to close.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
That's out of our hands. We
Yeah.
get pressure all the time on the buy and sell side because it's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Seriously.
No, we were obviously lenient about it.
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
give a fuck if it took 1, 2, 3 months. But yeah, I can imagine people
No,
are down your
People are-
necks, just
oh
like
my God.
close this fucking
People
deal.
wanna
It's like,
close
come on,
yesterday.
Especially for like
What's
those
going
types of
on?
properties.
Yeah.
They want to close
fuck.
yesterday, and you don't really have the answer for
You
them.
spend
Like,
$20
it's out of
million.
our-
You want to go? You
Yeah,
want to
no
walk
shit.
in?
You don't wanna wait. Yeah, you're not trying to
Yeah.
wait.
No, so
Damn.
then it becomes a labor of love. Now cryptocurrency after our sale, it's now it takes a long KYC process to
Yeah.
do. We kind of
Yeah.
fucked that up for everybody else. 'Cause after that sale, the government real quick was like, "Yo, what's going on? This
Damn.
is." We
Oh,
didn't
they're
even
onto
know that
it
this is-
quick, eh?
They didn't even know that it was a possibility. They're like, "Wow, this just happened," and I mean, it's going to continue to happen.
For
And
sure.
after that sale, we had seen about 4 or 5 other sales in Miami alone.
Yeah,
in
other
South
buildings
Florida.
picking
Wow.
up on it, saying we'll take crypto.
11,
and-
for instance, the
Yeah,
residences, offering to accept
Oh,
cryptocurrency.
they accepted crypto?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Come
So,
on.
we're starting to.
taking it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
It
they
makes
were.
No
Yeah,
sense.
they were.
Why would you not? It's still
No, yeah.
currency, And if you want
100%.
out, then convert it, and if you want to hold it, then great. You just received a new asset to put on your P&L.
Damn, you guys were teaching fucking 11 what's good, eh? It's my favorite spot. Shout out 11, eh? We need that sponsor. But boys, listen. We're the MBH Podcast. Money buys happiness.
You guys are. Money does buy fucking happiness.
Well,
Let's
okay,
just be honest.
wow. Okay, that was my next question.
My guy.
I was gonna say, what do you guys think of the term "money buys happiness"?
I think it's inevitable once you reach a certain amount of income that you humble yourself and you just stop caring.
Yeah.
You don't give a shit. Like we can go buy whatever we want. So it's not a matter of trying to impress anybody. Now it's just about providing value and just doing what we love.
Yeah.
On a day-to-day
That's it.
basis. That's it.
That's
Yeah.
well said.
And it's the freedom. Like
the
you guys,
freedom.
the
Yeah.
money was able to get you guys.
That's the only worthy goal, right?
Yeah.
To fight for is freedom.
Freedom.
I mean,
Yeah.
to live and dress and
Make
be who you
memories,
want.
travel, do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On your own terms.
Damn, you can't even do that in Canada.
No.
Ernesto's on a mission.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's why you guys are
I'm
here.
getting
right?
canceled by all the Canadians after this.
No, yeah, it's
And I know
yeah.
you guys got a strong fan base back
Nah,
home.
we
so
do. They
it's-
know we're
for
fucking with
sure.
them. We're just spinning it
No, you
because
know
they
what?
gotta
It's
hear
funny
it. They gotta
because
hear
they
it.
agree.
Yeah,
I
no,
I
they
bet
do.
that they all agree with you 100%.
For sure.
Dude.
Half are willing to speak on it, half are willing to just
Yeah,
enjoy
no,
it.
our DMs are full of people just like,
Probably
guys,
fucking
thank you for
slammed.
thank you. First, it was people blasting us, being like, you guys are fucked. Then it became like, oh shit, you guys were right the whole time.
Don't you feel on a
Thank you.
conspiracy side that the other side or the opposition, they send those people in because how
Yes.
would they
Yes,
know?
it's
It's
like-
almost
yeah.
they
Yeah,
send
yeah,
them in like a
yeah.
fleet or troop because then you start getting hate out of nowhere and you're like,
Yeah.
It's true,
why?
bro.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to get off, and they say, "Well, they have the potential." They look at you guys, say, "Hey, they have the potential. This is going to be huge. It's already massive. Can only continue to scale and grow.
Yeah.
So let's try to shut them down as quickly
Yeah.
as possible." You guys have a strong voice and presence in the hometown.
Yeah. No,
So-
we're trying to grow that, and we're now trying to make this hometown. So we're trying to grow the presence here. So,
Yeah.
For sure.
guys, listen. Thank you so much for coming
Thank
on.
you for having us
Thank you
on.
for having
You
us.
guys are killer.
seriously.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think we're gonna have to have you guys on again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know we got a
for
lot
sure.
We
more
gotta,
to
we gotta
talk
do one in a
about.
penthouse or some shit. Some
Yeah.
crazy
I would
shit.
love to. Let's switch
Yeah.
up the. Let's do something. If
Yeah.
you guys
That'd
are
be a
open
lot
to
of
it, let's do
fun.
some
Down.
crazy shit. Let's
100%. You guys let us know. But yeah, guys, seriously, thank you so much. Honestly, you guys are
Thanks for
killer.
having
I'm
me.
happy that we got to get you guys on your first podcast.
So
Yeah.
glad.
Kane,
It's happening.
my
Pop your
guy,
cherry,
shout
bro.
out Kane in the back. He's
Shout out
killing it.
Kane.
Shout
Kane's
out
been in the
Kane.
back the whole time.
Yeah.
And on that note, if you've made it this far, thank you guys. Love and appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like the video, comment, let us know what you think. Let these boys know if you have any questions. If you need a fucking comp a property, these are your guys, but only if it's 20 mil plus, eh?
20 mil plus, that's it.
I don't want to hear
anything less.
I don't want to hear.
Check them out on the gram. We're going to put their handles here too.
Yeah, we'll
Where's
get
the
all
real
that.
Canadian money at? Come on.
It's coming, bro. Trust
all
me.
leaving
It's
Canada
on
right
its
now.
way.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on its way. But yeah, on that note, Noosht.
We out.
Thank you.